Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. Hope you had a great day overall, man. I'm back at y'all with some more boxing talk. We're going to be speaking about David Benavidez possibly making his return December 12th against who? We definitely going to be speaking about that. We're going to be speaking about Romero being the underdog going into the Teofimo Lopez fight and whether we feel like this is appropriate or not. Then, of course, we're going to get into some open boxing topics. But before we get into all of that, if y'all could please hit the like button on the way in, that'd be very much appreciated. We on the road to 4K. We well into the 3,700 mark, looking to crack that 3,800 mark in due time. Shout out to the nation and the mob for making this possible. Big shout out to everybody that's been contributing to the channel, whether it's through super chats, cash apps, Mazuma merch. It is very much appreciated, man. Shout out to the replay gang. You may not be in the building right now, but you're definitely tuned in, so thank you very much. Big shout out to everybody that's in the comments thus far. My boy Z in the building, as always, coming through saying, Mazuma Nation, absolutely. The nation is very strong. It is very loyal. It is very knowledgeable. Absolutely. Be on the lookout for the Mazuma Nation merch, man. I'm putting together some really fucking dope ideas, man. I hope you guys are in tune, and I hope you guys are ready to support when the time comes around. My boy Sean Terrence in the building. What's going on? He said, you and Janae going back and forth with something I didn't see coming. I watched Queens of the Ring boxing channel too. I think I got a little carried away, to be honest with you. I was just frustrated because y'all got to understand, like, growing up my whole life, I was always told what I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that was just me venting some frustrations from what I went through. You know what I'm saying? So when I had read that response that she had to Shakur Stevenson, that was a real triggering moment for me. I guess I just got a little bit outside of myself. I got a bit emotional, I guess, which is a very rare moment. But regardless, you know what I mean? Growing up, you was told, oh, you're not really Boricua. You're not really Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was young, I would get really dark in the summer. So, you know, they say that I'm Dominican, or they would just, they call me all types of, to be honest with you, you know, derogatory remarks. You feel what I'm saying? And then when you know what I mean, when you chilling amongst your black brothers and sisters, they telling you how you ain't black. So like, damn, what the fuck am I then? If I'm on the Puerto Rican side and they telling me I ain't Rican, then I'm over on the black side and they telling me I ain't black. I ain't black enough. I ain't Rican enough over here. What the fuck am I? Am I an enigma? Like, what the fuck is it? So for her to say that Shakur Stevenson isn't Puerto Rican and saying in Spanish that, you know, he's black, it's like, of course he's black. I've never heard Shakur say that he wasn't black. But at the end of the day, he did come from a Puerto Rican father. He did, you know, and even though his dad wasn't active in his life, that doesn't necessarily mean that he isn't a Puerto Rican man or he doesn't come from Puerto Rican ancestry. I'm sure if you ran, you know, Shakur Stevenson's, you know, DNA test, he would have a lot of, you know, indigenous Puerto Rican in him. He, you know, I'm sure that he would. You know what I'm saying? And all I heard Shakur Stevenson say was, you know, I'm 50% Rican, so I might as well get a crib in Puerto Rico. Fuck it. And I hope that he does, because, you know, nowadays there's a lot of pink people on the island that's buying up all the properties and trying to, you know, take over the island and shit like that. I'm hearing that these motherfucking pink people trying to you know, basically kill off the coquis, which is like a, you know, a huge part of Puerto Rican culture. They trying to spray them off and kill them off because they feel like they're too noisy. It's like, bro, y'all come into this island with that's already happening. You just trying to go around and change shit to try to make yourself feel at home. Just go the fuck back to the U.S. Fucking cheap motherfuckers. Y'all so pro-American, but y'all don't want to pay no taxes. The fuck out of here. But anyways, man, I said all of that to say, man, I did get a little outside of myself. I did apologize to her. You know, I mean, I did say that I was sorry, but, you know, she didn't say anything back. So I don't know if that's apology accepted or whatever the case is. And I seen my boy YSM talking about cut it out and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm gonna say what I want to say if I feel like that's what's needed to be said at the time. I don't really care who it is. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he could be cool with her and shit, but that don't necessarily mean that I have to be cool with her. Or I have to, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't like a lot of these niggas, you know, in the boxing space, to be honest with you. There's very few that I like. I don't fuck with a lot of these niggas. You feel me? I respect it, and because for one, I don't really watch a lot of these niggas. Two, a lot of these niggas is in the sport for the wrong reason. They not lifers. And three, you know what I'm saying? These niggas just be cornballs. You feel me? So it's like I don't really fuck with a lot of these niggas. These niggas be knowing who I am. For being such a small channel, a lot of niggas know who the fuck I am. But you know what I mean? I don't never be tuned into these niggas. These niggas is wish-washy. They weird, bro. You feel me? And I ain't no friendly ass nigga, so it is what it is. But anyways, yeah, man. Ain't no fucking beef or anything personal like that. And you know, what's that girl named Neek J? She be coming through in the channel sometimes. I seen she had her little response too, talking about, oh, was you raised to disrespect women? And I'm like, no, not at all. But I was told to, you know, get them the same energy that they give you, male or female. Then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? I would pose the question to you, where y'all taught to disrespect men? You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly, I mean, she was being just as disrespectful as me. So if you questioning the people that brought me up, you know what I mean? I think it's only fair to question the people that brought her up. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't be liking that one-sided shit. Y'all always want equality until it don't benefit y'all. But it is what it is, man. Shout out to Janae. Shout out to, you know, the Queens of the Ring boxing channel. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's basically all I really gotta say about that. Yeah, my boy Sean Terrence said hit the like and subscribe. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, man. Thank you. Josue Hernandez, what up? Chris Maldonado, what's going on, brother? Lorenzo and the motherfucking Benzo, what up? Marissa Alvarez, how we feeling? Beautiful. 18 people in the building, man. Thank you guys for coming through and showing love, showing y'all viewership, all that good stuff. Also, I want to say, I seen the tweet that Janae said. She said Marcus got to chill or some shit like that. So that let me know that she definitely did some research on me, because for one, my name isn't on any of my social media platforms outside of Instagram. So like on Twitter, it's Mazuma TV. That's all you see. You don't see my name now one time on there. You don't even see my name on my YouTube channel. You hear me introduce myself as my name when I'm doing my introduction, but she definitely did her little research. Like, who the fuck is this? But yeah, I'm Marcus Rosa, a.k.a. Mazuma TV. Yo, Trix, what's going on, brother? What's going on? How we feeling? How we feeling about David Benavidez's return, man? A lot of people talking shit about David. Man, he look like he like 240 right now because he hitting a bag with a big-ass shirt on. And to be honest with you, I don't know what the fuck these dudes is even talking about, because when I'm watching them hit that bag, like the shirt's really big. All you see is air. Like you don't see like a gut or anything like that. But, you know, people always going to try to point things out to try to belittle a fighter or just critique them for whatever reason. You know what I mean? But when I'm watching David Benavidez hitting his bag, he looks fast, he looks powerful. And what the fuck? He just fought at cruiserweight. How do y'all want this motherfucker to be light? Like, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't get it. Like, if he just fought at 200 pounds in his last fight, well, 198, however much he weighed against Zordo, how much you think he's going to weigh when he's not making weight? He's going to be 200 plus, yo. And he's been 200 plus for a good amount of time now. But one thing about David Benavidez, he starts camp early and he cuts weight the right way. You know what I'm saying? You know, he cuts weight the right way. You know what I mean? He loses it gradually. He doesn't try to cut it all at once. You know what I mean? He gets his body accustomed to getting down in weight. You know what I mean? Feeling, you know, and feeling good, doing things the proper way. See, these dudes will only fight. They will only train for like 6 to 8 weeks and try to get everything done within them 6 to 8 weeks. David Benavidez puts months in worth of work in camp. You know what I mean? Kind of like what Terrence Crawford did. You know, he said he trained from February to September to get ready for Canelo Alvarez. What's that, 7 months? And in that time, he built up to the weight class and he did things the right way. You know, good things take time. You feel me? So David Benavidez said that he put in 5 months straight worth of work to get ready for a fight. He training right now, and he training as if he already dialed in for like some sort of camp. It's August, right? It's the middle of August or a little bit, late into August. And they're saying that he's going to return in December. So look at the time frame. You got all of September, all of October, all of November, and some parts of December. So he's putting in, and he's probably been training for a little while now. So, Yeah, he has been because I just seen a couple weeks ago he was hitting the bag with his son, and so he's training. You know what I'm saying? So he probably about to put in another 5 months worth of work so he could be in tip top shape, be as sharp as possible. You know what I mean? Be nice, fluid, and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I salute him for that, man, because a lot of these fighters they not doing that. They really not doing that. Said Benny look like he 250 right now. I think that's a bit of an exaggeration, brother. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if he was really 250, we would see it. Like, let's take a look at his Instagram. Because he got the videos of him. You know, let's see. Let's take a look at David's Instagram. I don't know if he posted it on his little backup page or his main page. Let's see. Benavidez 300. Let's take a look. Like, I don't understand what people talking about. Oh, he's 250 right now, bro. Where do you see 250? Where did he allow you to see 250? Because he's ripping this bag, and does he look like he's on fight weight? No, but who the fuck is on weight nowadays? Like, who walks around on weight? Then on top of that, when you see this bag, like, I see a lot of air in his shirt. Like, I don't see a gut. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't see a gut whatsoever. Am I tripping or what? I don't know. I think people spicing it, to be honest with you. But I mean, people gonna say what they're gonna say. David Benavidez has been notorious for, being the little fat kid and shit like that. And that's what motivated him to be the fighter that he is today. Because all people did when he was coming up was talk about how he wasn't gonna be shit because he was fat. You know what I mean? He wasn't taking the game serious and shit like that. So I mean, don't fat claims with David Benavidez is gonna be around for the rest of his career. But anyways, man, let's speak about David Benavidez. Let's lock in on this topic real quick. So, according to Inside the Ring, that has Max Kellerman, Shady McCoy, Mike Coppinger, and they mix in little guest appearances here and there. According to the reports, they are stating this is Mike Coppinger, of course. David Benavidez is targeting a return December 12th with Mitchell Mikal. Is it Mitchell? Cieslak? I don't know how to pronounce his name. I probably butchered it, but I know for sure that he's Polish. Expected to be his opponent. Sources that told Mike Coppinger. Now, a lot of people going to jump out their skin and be like, man, who the fuck is that? Man, who is this guy? Oh, man, this is a cherry pick from David Benavidez. All right, bro, let's contextualize this, right? Because when we're looking over the landscape of the cruiserweight division, when we're looking over the light heavyweight division, and we know what David Benavidez wants, a lot of the shit that he wants isn't even available at this point in time. We don't know Sean Terrence. We don't know who. Well, I don't know who he is neither. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I know who Cieslak is if I'm pronouncing his name right. You know what I'm saying? Let me actually try to let me get a pronunciation for his name. Hold on. Let me try to get. Let me see if there's a video I could watch to get a pronunciation of his name. Let's see. They're not announcing his name. They muted it. Let me see. Oh, come on, man. Why they not saying this dude's name? Cieslak. What? Mihal. They pronounce it as Mihal. Cheslack. Listen, I don't know. We going we just go. You know what I mean? Shislack, whatever the fuck his name is, right? Whatever. Let me try. Let me get one more pronunciation. Hold on. Sislak. All right, so I wasn't too far off. Anyways, um, that's who they got David lined up to fight, according to Mike Coppinger. Now, a lot of people gonna jump out of their skin, like I said, and be like, "Oh, who the fuck is Sislak?" Or Mitchell Sislak. Who the fuck is this guy? This is a terrible fight for David Benavidez. He's cherry picking, and I understand it to an extent, but when you really contextualize this and you see, David Benavidez, he's currently a champion. He's the WBC light heavyweight champion of the world. And we know a fight that he was actively trying to get, and that's Dimitri Bivol. But he cannot help the fact that Dimitri Bivol continues to get all different types of surgeries, come back and fight guys that, we didn't really care to see him fight in the first place, but maybe he was obligated to face. And now it looks like, Bivol may be lined up to actually face, Callum Smith, somebody who brutally ducked David Benavidez, in my opinion. So it just looks like David Benavidez isn't on Bivol's radar as of right now. David can't help that. He attempted to fight Bivol in the past, and Bivol gave up a belt not to face him. So he could go ahead and fight Artur Beterbiev in a rematch, right? So, the options there are very limited. And I think David Benavidez learned from his previous situation at 168 when Canelo Alvarez was notoriously ducking him. And he learned that, bro, I'm not going to sit here and wait for nobody. I'm going to go ahead and go after the opportunities that's available. I'm not going to sit here and just wait for something to appear when it may never actually happen. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in the cruiserweight division. I put on weight. I'm a bigger guy. I should be able to compete at cruiserweight just fine. And plus, on top of that, it's not the most competitive, deepest division any fucking way. So I could definitely take advantage of this situation, go beat up on Zordo Ramirez and become a unified cruiserweight champion in one fight, which was what David Benavidez had ended up doing. Now, David Benavidez was attempting to fight Noel McKeelan, from what I understand. If I said his name wrong, please correct me. McKeelan. He was trying to get that fight. You know what I mean? That sounded like that was a fight that he was actively exploring. However, it seems like as of right now, Jai Opetaia and Zuffa was able to take that fight away from David Benavidez, right? And that's for the WBC Cruiserweight title of the world. So shout out to Jai Opetaia and his team for locking in that fight. They definitely need a meaningful fight because they got criticized heavily for their last performance against their previous opponent. Now, Jai Opetaia has been throwing some shots at David Benavidez, basically saying that he doesn't want to fight. Pretty much was insinuating that he was a duck or whatever the case is. David Benavidez responded on his burner account, pretty much saying like, "Yo, like y'all niggas, y'all really don't want no smoke type shit. Like I ain't ducking shit. Like you got me fucked up." Basically, just paraphrasing. And it looks like David Benavidez is setting himself up to face the winner of Jai Opetaia versus Noel McKeelan. And the reason why I'm saying that is because when you look at C-Slack's, current status, he's the WBC interim champion at cruiserweight. And one thing that David Benavidez has learned how to do is get these regular titles, get these interim titles, because it could set him up to be the mandatory for the full status champion. I think that was why David Benavidez was more than okay with taking that WBC regular belt at 175 because it was going to put him in position to possibly fight for the WBA or at least give him some type of chance of doing so. It just seemed like David is after all belts. You know what I'm saying? And if he can't get that one belt, he'll get the belt that's below it if possible. So maybe with the WBC having a good relationship with Benavidez outside of the Canelo Alvarez situation, they're going to go ahead, or maybe this will happen. I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking. But I heard the WBC say something about, if McKeelan fights Jai Opetaia, they're going to strip him of the belt. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's something that they're actually going to do. But what will probably happen if they do strip it is that they're gonna upgrade that fight between David Benavidez and fucking Cislak for the full status WBC cruiserweight title of the world. And if that fucking happens, that would be insane. But I wouldn't be surprised because that's the WBC for you. So I don't know exactly what's gonna happen from this situation right here. But what I would personally prefer, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and Jai Opetaia and McKaylen go ahead and fight each other. What? Junior Frank said, whole buddy 43, like, let it go, brother. Wait, what? What are we talking about? Oh, I think you're talking about John Pascal. Yeah, John Pascal's still fighting. It's crazy, and that's kind of sad, to be honest with you. His prime been done for about a decade already. So I don't even know what the fuck John Pascal doing at this point. But it is what it is. I guess you can't tell a fighter when to retire, right? And nothing we could do about that. But yeah, man, I think David Benavidez, he's like, all right. I mean, I ain't got no big opportunities at light heavyweight right now. I mean, I can't get the fucking WBC cruiserweight title, so I guess I'll go ahead and just shoot for the WBC interim title at cruiserweight, and you know what I'm saying. Try to get the winner of Opetaia and McKaylen next. You know what I'm saying? I'm guessing that's what he's doing. So is this the best fight for David Benavidez? Hell no. But when you really look, David Benavidez don't really got anything really big lined up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's a big fight for David Benavidez right now that's currently available? Artur Beterbiev? Like, all right, if I fight Beterbiev, is it like if he go ahead and he beat on a 40-plus-year-old Beterbiev who's coming off of a long layoff and, you know, inactivity and coming off of a loss, like, am I really going to get all the credit behind that? Mind you, Artur Beterbiev is a better opponent than Cislak, in my opinion, but at least a fight with Cislak will get him in position to fight for another world title. I don't know if beating Artur Beterbiev at this point is going to entice, you know, Dimitri Bivol to come out and be like, oh, I'll fight you now. Like, I don't know. Especially if he watched Beterbiev, that may discourage Bivol, to be honest with you. How you pronounce that nigga? That nigga name, is it Billiam? I never heard of that name. Billiam Smith. Junior Frank said, I've watched Pascal fight live in 2024, and I thought he was really past it. He don't want to retire, which is sad. Well, Junior Frank, this may be a reality. I'm not saying it is because I don't know his pockets. Maybe he can't. Maybe he can't. I mean, that's a sad reality, but you know, a lot of these fighters, you know, they're terrible with their finances. You know, they're not really well versed on financial literacy or anything like that. So, you know, they may fuck up their money. I mean, they may have a bad business deal. Maybe, you know what I mean? They're not getting paid as much for their efforts. So they have to continuously fight in order to pay the bills. I've seen it. I've seen guys take irreversible damage health-wise because they had to keep them lights on. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that's John Pascal's situation. He probably living good. So it's one of two things. Maybe it's because this nigga is like a fighter to the death where he just don't know when to hang it up. You know what I'm saying? Like some motherfuckers, are well off financially, but they just love the game. They love the hustle, right? Like Mitch, like what Mitch said, right? I love the game. I love the hustle. Some motherfuckers don't know how to walk away from them bright lights. But then you got other guys who, if it was up to them, they would retire. They would walk away. They completely, they're tapped out from the sport, but they can't because that's all they know. That's the biggest. That's the easiest money that they could get to. And even if it means them getting hurt in the ring, that's just what is gonna have to. Uh, that's just what's gonna have to take place in order to pay these motherfucking bills. These niggas be having kids, and my son need his school uniform. My son need food. My son, my son need his tuition paid. Whatever the case is. I mean, we really don't know people's situation, man. I mean, but anyways, man, that's the situation that's currently going on with David Benavidez, according to Mike Coppinger. We'll get more information, obviously, as it goes on, but we'll see, man. It's like I said, is it the best opponent for David? No, but I mean, I don't think there's many big fights that are currently. There's big fights for David, but I don't know if any are currently available to happen next. Where it's like, all right, dude, like this fight is a no-brainer. Why you're not going towards that one? So if that's the fight that he wants to take in order to stay busy and pick up a little interim title, in order to put himself in a better position to fight for that full status title next, then so be it. I see the move though. I see the play. You know what I mean? But I seen I watched a little bit of clips of this dude fighting, man. David shouldn't. I don't think David should have a problem with him at all. That's just my opinion. The dude is tall though. It looked like he got a good little reach on him. You know, 6'3" with a 6'7" reach. Polish. I've seen Polish fighters fight before for the most part. Um, and them dudes, they like to fight at range. You know what I'm saying? They like to keep you at the end of their punches type shit. But I'm not gonna make any assumptions about him just yet. I haven't seen too much of him to really speak too much on it, but I mean, he stopped John Pascal his last fight, and John Pascal had to be every bit of 40 years old. But from what I see, C-Slack isn't the youngest fighter neither. So I mean, it is what it is, man. What could we do? Oh yeah, that's a great point. Uh, he said David is a free agent after this. I do remember that. Yep, yep, yep. They did say that after this year, I think David has one more fight and he'll be a free agent and all of that good stuff. So maybe he's doing that so he could be a free agent in the next fight and he could fight on whatever platform he wants. My boy Tricks in the building said, Mazuma, how much you want to bet Max Kellerman is going to go off on this fight on the Ring Magazine show? But if David was a Zuffa fighter, Ring Magazine will sell the hell out of this fight. You already know how I go, brother. You see, Max Kellerman been sold out, man. And to this day, I'm so disappointed at how the way Max Kellerman has been carrying himself. I just seen, and look, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and Max Kellerman is a definitely a boxing brain. Like he talks boxing real well. He breaks it down real well. He's a historian. I mean, so he's actually in his bag, and he's not, you know, deep throating Turkey Al Sheikh's nutsack. He actually makes some great points, and he talks boxing pretty well. However, I seen this motherfucker say that Aaron McKenna could beat Jaron Ennis. Oh my god! I seen him comparing these Zuffa fighters to like, who the fuck? Max Kellerman was comparing somebody to Sweet Pea. So Tricks, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. Okay, let's pull that up. True School Sports. True School Sports, Brandon Taylor. Shout out to Brandon Taylor. I met him out in Brooklyn. He says, Max Kellerman says Aaron McKenna could beat Jaron Ennis. I mean, that's all that needs to be said. So he saw it. He saw it. But let me see. Hold on. Let me find it. He did say that. So, yes, Max Kellerman stated on the broadcast that Aaron McKenna looked impressive enough to suggest that it's not a foregone conclusion that Jaron boots Ennis. Wait, what? That was worded wrong. Apparently, Aaron McKenna fought so well that it's not a foregone conclusion. Wait, what? That's worded completely wrong. Hold on, y'all. Let me get the right information for y'all. Hold on. Cause look, I didn't watch that Aaron McKenna fight, so I didn't. You know what I mean? But then, Max Kellerman has also said he believes Jaron Ennis will never be recognized as the pound-for-pound #1 fighter of the world. So, I don't know, man. I guess since Boots isn't isn't a Ring Magazine ambassador, and he's also not signed with Zuffa, you know what I mean? Like, Max, like, the hell with Jaron Ennis. You know what I mean? We ain't got to back his play. We don't got to praise him. So, he's going as far as to say that if you have, listen to this, y'all. If you have a WBA, WBO, WBC, and an IBF title, according to Max Kellerman, you are not a real world champion. That the true world champion is based upon you having a Ring Magazine title. I never heard Max Kellerman say that shit one time until he signed with Ring Magazine to do Inside the Ring. Never heard him say that. But like I said, Max Kellerman had gotten fired from previous employers for, I guess being too much of himself and keeping it real and all of that stuff. So I think Max Kellerman, put this in his head that whenever he gets his next opportunity, he's not gonna take part. He's not gonna take part in being himself. He gonna read the script that they picked for him and shut the fuck up. That's what I think he did. I think this is what he's doing. I don't want to lose this opportunity. I want to keep getting this motherfucking bag. So I'm gonna go ahead and push every agenda that they give to me. I'm gonna be a company man because every time I decided not to be one, I lost opportunities. I'm not trying to lose this opportunity. Not with this check Turkey giving me. Because Turkey probably dropped him a stupid bag. Andre Ward said that commentary money, good. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to lose this Inside the Ring show. They keeping this nigga employed. He keeping that motherfucking payola coming in. So if I got to keep these motherfuckers happy in order to keep these lights on, that's what I'm going to do. But it's sad that Max went out that way. It's sad he went out that way, but a lot of these dudes do that, man. These motherfuckers be selling out every day, boy. Alex Lopez in the building. Salute, brother. I'm not familiar with your name, so I'm assuming you're new. He says, Mark, did you see that Jose Benavidez Sr. said that they were supposed to face Artur Beterbiev instead of Anthony Yarde back in June, but Arthur didn't want to fight because he wanted to fight Bivol again. I did hear him. I did hear about that. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I gave Better Beef a pass. And the reason why I gave him a pass because the Bivol fight is still a great fucking fight. And it was for at that time, it was for undisputed. So, like, you know, I can't be mad at him saying, forget the David Benavidez. I'm not worried about David Benavidez fight right now. I'm trying to go after Dimitri Bivol because we already had a good 2 fights or whatever the case is. This is for a lot of money and it's for undisputed. It's for all the titles. So it's like it was more of a valuable fight. You feel me? So I felt back. One of the things is I'm hard on fighters that blatantly duck other fighters, but if you go on to get a bigger opportunity outside of that fight that we're criticizing you for, then I'll leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, remember when Frank Martin, you know, pulled out of that purse bid with Shakur after being his mandatory and all that shit, and we were like, oh, Frank Martin the duck. Oh, he ducking Shakur, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hold on, man. Because, you know, Tank was available. He was out here being active. I'm like, yo, if he pulled out of this purse bid, it was for a reason. So I said, the only way that he will avoid criticism from me is if he go ahead and he get that Tank fight. And guess what? He got it. Tank was a world title fight, just like the Shakur fight, but it was for more money. It was it's more on the line. Like if he would have beat Tank, his fucking stock would have soared a lot higher than if he would have beat Shakur Stevenson at the time. That's just my opinion. So Tank, I gave Frank Martin a pass for that. If you avoid a fighter to go fight a bigger fight, more dangerous fight, a more significant fight for the sport of boxing, I can't really be mad at that. I can't. You feel me? Now, and I see motherfuckers on social media like, oh man, I'm hearing that Jaron Ennis, you know, he was given an offer to fight Virgil Ortiz for a 4th time, but they opted out to fight Josh Kelly. Oh, like, and it's like, nigga, the Josh Kelly fight is a unification fight. You know what I'm saying? And fucking Virgil Ortiz opted out of his fight with Jaron Ennis to go fight Oscar De La Hoya in a fucking courthouse. So what the fuck are we even talking about? Yeah, it's a lot of shit going on. See, when it's a lot of he said, she said shit, Tiger. When it's a lot of he said, she said shit, you know what I'm saying? I leave that shit alone. Because if one side, oh, this side ducking, I offered him this much and he didn't want to fight. Another one saying, oh yeah, I called y'all with I gave y'all an offer and y'all never called me back, bro. I don't know what's the truth. I'm just a fan. I only know what the fuck y'all tell me. So when it's a whole lot of he said, she said, like that Hitchens and Keyshawn shit, Keyshawn like, oh, why didn't Hitchens fight me? And then, you know what I'm saying? Hitchens is like, oh, well, I tried to fight you. And, like, I don't know what's going on, bro. I don't know. So when it's like that, I try not to get into it too much. Nathaniel, what's going on, man? Anyways, man, yesterday I completely forgot that it's fight week for Teofimo Lopez versus Rolly Romero. Let me get into Trick's comment real quick before we transition on to that topic. He says, Mazuma, how many people cared about the Ring magazine when Oscar De La Hoya owned it? All of a sudden, the Ring magazine is the most mouthwatering, prestigious belt in boxing history. Yes, that's a great fucking point. I think look, I'm gonna say this, Tricks. The Ring magazine was always respected and always had its place in the history of boxing, right? We've seen all of the greats with Ring magazine belts, and their magazines were very important to the sport of boxing as well. It had its place. But when Turkey bought it off of Oscar De La Hoya, he did a full court press with making sure, because Turkey said that he don't, from the very beginning, Terrence Crawford said it. Turkey said he don't like promoters, and his main objective was to change the sport around. He's trying to get rid of it. He don't like promoters. He sees them as middlemen. He wants to deal directly with the fighter. So he's attempting to find ways to, get past the promoters. He found out it's a little bit more difficult than what he initially thought, but he attempted to do that. Not only that, but he also, because Eddie Hearn even said, like, Turkey Al-Sheikh had told him before, like, I'm trying to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like he don't really fuck with the promoters. He's actually trying to, run them out of the sport. That's that Turkey. And Eddie said he loves that type of competition. However, Turkey Al-Sheikh also said that, and there was a point in time where they were looking to get rid of sanctioning bodies as well, and they holding that Zuffa belt up, and they're trying to make that the belt. You know what I mean? Oh, you only want belt? You only want one belt in boxing? Okay, let's try to get rid of all of these fucking sanctioning bodies and hold up this motherfucking Zuffa belt. This will be the one belt that y'all could go after. But there's a lot of pushback on it. So these motherfuckers say a whole lot of shit, but then when somebody try to come in and create a solution to the problem, you know what I mean? Oh, no, these belts have history. All right, so you don't want one belt then, bitch. Fuck is you talking about? Just like how, and y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how long people been saying, oh, we just want one belt. We just want one champion in every division. There's too many belts. Or Floyd Mayweather said, I seen a whole lot of people say that. So Turkey Al-Sheikh is like, okay, you know what I mean? Let's, bypass all of these sanctioning bodies. Put the Zuffa belt up. Let's amend the Muhammad Ali Act to, hopefully make the Zuffa belt a world title. And then that could be the belt. That could be the one belt that everybody can compete for. You know what I'm saying? And we could go ahead and ignore all these other sanctioning bodies. Why is everybody laughing? What's going on? What is going on? There's something going on I don't know about. What is going on? Let's see. What is going on? I don't see shit. But anyways, I'm gonna get to your question, Tricks. I just wanted to ramble about this real quick. So and then yeah, he tried to put up that one belt, and now everybody's like, nah, fuck that one belt. We care about the belts. WBC matters, the WBO matters, the WBA matters, the IBF matters. Okay. Then I remember they were saying, oh man, there's too much corruption in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? There's too much corruption in the sport of boxing. Yo, why the fuck is niggas laughing? Are y'all trolling? Y'all throwing off my motherfucking my feng shui. Y'all niggas are like, what y'all doing? Y'all distracting me, man. Yo, stop doing that shit, man. What's up with y'all niggas? Y'all niggas trolling. Y'all gotta be trolling. I'm looking at the chat from two different places, and y'all niggas just laughing. Y'all niggas ain't laughing at shit. This nigga said, what? Southpaw wife got a grimy ass fupa. Who said that? Oh, of course Slime said that. What a fucking piece of shit. What a piece of shit. He crazy. Yeah, her fupa definitely dirty though. That bitch need a Swiffer duster. But anyways, then I remember they were saying, oh, boxing's so corrupt, man. Like these judges keep getting away with robbing fighters. So the WBC is like, okay, no problem. Let's try to solve this problem. Even though the WBC full of shit, they be acting like they are against certain things, but in reality, they just as corrupt as the motherfucking sport itself. You know what I mean? They're like, okay, let's do open scoring. So that way, we can see exactly what the judges are thinking, in the middle of the fight. And that way, we can't, so we won't be suspicious about, judges possibly changing scorecards and giving us some BS results. Right? So then the fucking judges do it for Lamont Roach and Cepeda, and everybody's coming out like, oh man, I don't really like this open scoring, man. Like it just ruins the suspense of the fight. And nigga, y'all can't have it. Y'all can't have it all. It's choices, man. So it's either you stay in suspense and possibly deal with the idea of being robbed or having a BS scorecard, or you get a level of transparency where you know what's going to happen. You get a good idea of who's winning. You get an actual idea, not a good idea, an actual idea of who's winning the fight during certain segments of the fight. So it's like, what y'all want? Like, they're trying to give y'all Turkey Al-Sheikh. Oh, y'all. Oh, he listening. He hear everybody. Oh, you want one belt? Okay, let's put up one belt. Oh, no, fuck that belt. Fuck that Zuffa belt. We care about the 4 belts. Okay, so y'all want 4 belts then. So do y'all want 1 belt or do y'all want 4 belts? Because I want to put this 1 belt up and say, fuck the other 4, and we can just all compete for this one. Oh, no, the WBC has history. Oh, all the greats had these belts. Okay, so y'all really don't want 1 belt. Then y'all say, y'all want transparency with the judges. Okay, let's do open scoring. No. Shut the fuck up then. Shut the fuck up then. Like, it's simple. But anyways, man, to go back to this question, yeah, nobody really cared about the Ring magazine back when Oscar De La Hoya owned it. But it's probably because Oscar De La Hoya didn't put the funds up necessary to take the Ring magazine to the next level. Turkey Al-Sheikh bought the Ring magazine for a bag. You know what I mean? He bought that. What was that dude's name that had that Twitter page? He was like, I don't know what happened to him, but I always went on his Twitter page to get my boxing information. He was one of the best boxing reporters on the internet, especially on Twitter. What was his name, y'all? For those of y'all who remember. I think he was a little white dude from the UK. Nah, it wasn't Dan Rayfield. He still got his own page. Michael Benson. Thank you, y'all. Shout out Trick, shout out Anonymous. They bought Michael Benson's page, which I thought was fucking genius, to be honest with you, because they know all the boxing fans already over there. Changed the whole profile around to Ring Magazine, and you know what I'm saying? They invest in it. Now they got an Inside the Ring show where it's specifically focusing in on boxing. Not only that, then they're fucking paying guys to be ambassadors for the Ring Magazine. So now you got, it's just full-fledged, I don't know if you want to call it propaganda, but full-fledged propaganda. Ring magazine in your face, Ring magazine in your face. Not only that, but we're going to actually hire knowledgeable boxing analysts to push this product and act as if this fucking product is the only product that matters. It's genius marketing. Because now you got all these followers like, but do we got the Ring magazine though? You ain't really a world champ. Now they pushing that narrative. If you don't have a Ring magazine belt, are you really a champion? Are you really the best in your weight class if you don't have the Ring magazine? You don't need the Ring magazine. See, the Ring magazine to me, prior to this whole Turkey Al-Sheikh propaganda that's going on, it was like the finishing touches on a project. Pause, like the icing on the cake. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You go ahead, you build the motherfucker, you put your little decorations on it, and then when you all done, you slap the icing on that motherfucker, and there you go. You know what I mean? You put happy birthday to whoever. That's what the Ring magazine was. It was like the bow on the on top of the gift. The final piece, the last piece to the puzzle. You know what I mean? Like a nice little compliment. You know, like you go on a little dinner, you go on a little dinner date with the wifey, anniversary dinner date, whatever, and then as the, you know, and then you eat the appetizer, you eat the fucking the dinner, and then at the end they just give you a complimentary dessert. That's how I see the Ring magazine title. At least Oscar made the belt look good. Yeah, see, I didn't understand why they changed it. They made the belt look all cheap, and now like the fucking Ring magazine belt look all fucking super thick. Like I don't know what that's about. You know what I mean? I didn't really understand that. They should have kept it the same. Back when Oscar had it, it would actually look like a nice looking belt. This one now, it's not necessarily ugly, but it looked better before. I think they should go back to the original look. I thought that was unnecessary. You could build the brand, like you didn't have to change everything about the brand. I like the fact that Turkey invested more into the Ring magazine, but completely changing the belt. That's weird. Like some shit don't need to be changed. Like some shit just don't need to be like reinvented. You know what I'm saying? Should look like some motel blinds. I know exactly what you're talking about too. That was hilarious. Mm-hmm. Trick said Michael probably got a stupid bag for selling his accounts. I wonder what happened to Michael Benson. He got to be working for the Ring now. He probably hired him too. We're gonna buy your account, and we're gonna hire you. Probably what he told that nigga. So Michael Benson probably a reporter behind the scenes for real, for real. He probably just be on some low key shit now. But yeah, Max Kellerman did say that shit though. Aaron McKenna looked impressive. And it's not a foregone conclusion that Boots beats him. Or it's not a foregone conclusion that Aaron McKenna could beat Boots. Like, man, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up, man. There was a few different fighters that he was comparing. He compared niggas to like Terrence Crawford. Who did Max Kellerman compare to Terrence Crawford? Who did he do that to? Was it Callum's? Who was it? Oh man. Yo, he compared Aaron McKenna's he compared Aaron McKenna to Terrence Crawford. Then he compared Callum Walsh. He compared him to Roy Jones and Joe Kawasaki. Bro, this nigga, yo, Mac, they giving this nigga grade A coke. Like, like he on that shit Rick James was on, bro. I'm trying to tell you. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way, bro. Max ain't got no shame. No shame at all. Comparing niggas to, like, y'all understand how disrespectful that is, bro. Roy Jones has to be the most gifted fighter of all time. Like at his peak. Probably the greatest fighter of all time. If he would have retired after that John Ruiz fight, probably considered the greatest fighter of all time. That's how good Roy was. You comparing regular niggas like Callum Walsh to Roy Jones? What the fuck is going on? Oh man. Yeah, Max definitely on that shit from the 80s, for sure. That shit that had them niggas dancing on Soul Train and all that. He on that shit. For sure. He on that shit that Tina Marie and Rick James was on. I'm telling you. You turned on my fire, baby. And you showed me what a love can do. Fire and desire, baby. Yeah, he on that shit. Give it to me, baby. Yeah, he wildin'. But anyways, Joko says Rolly or Tio. Or speak on Tio almost being a 3-1 favorite. Let's get into it. You know, the motherfucking comment section be holding me up a little bit. Yeah, I'm throwing y'all niggas under the bus. Y'all ain't shit. Anyways, Rolly Romero versus Teofimo Lopez. Odds, according to FanDuel Sportsbook, it is looking like money line. On the money line, Rolly Romero is a 2-1 underdog. 2 and some change. And then we got Teofimo Lopez almost being a 3-1 favorite. Now, when you look at the methods of victory, Rolly Romero winning by points or a decision, 3-1 underdog, almost a 3.5-1 underdog. Rolly getting the knockout, it's a 6.5-1. You know that plus 650. So that's huge. So according to based off of these numbers right here, the odds makers, whatever the fuck you want to call them, FanDuel Sportsbook believes that Teofimo Lopez will win by unanimous decision. They really don't think a draw will happen. So if any of y'all want to put a couple dollars on the draw, y'all should. If y'all got some extra money, y'all should put some on the draw. Not saying that that'll happen, but them odds is too crazy to not consider it. Because I think this is going to be a competitive fight. But regardless, that plus 650 is a huge eye-opener as well. It's almost like they just don't believe that it's a possibility that Rolly can knock Tio out. I think they're definitely underestimating him. I would have not put that up that high. But regardless, man, what do I think about the fight overall? Like I said, and I spoke on this previously, I think this is a 50-50 fight. I know y'all gonna think that I'm crazy for that, but y'all also thought I was crazy for picking Rolly to beat Ryan, right? And the reason why I feel like Rolly could be a tough style for Teofimo Lopez, because for one, Teofimo Lopez is coming off of a traumatizing loss. You could tell how traumatized he was in that Rick Reno interview with his father, and you could just tell that he's not in the most sound place mentally. Tio also was saying shit like he wanted to take the rest of the year off, but for whatever reason, he just ended up fighting, Rolly Romero, which was kind of weird, to be honest. So it's like you were going to take the rest of the year off, but you ended up fighting Rolly. Why? Do you think Rolly's easy work? Definitely think there's a bit of underestimating in that situation. Then on top of that, you're moving up into a new weight class. You're moving up to 147. And I'm seeing Rolly saying that Tio is weight drained. I don't believe that. I did not see a weight drain fighter whatsoever. Believe it or not, Rolly, Teofimo Lopez is a small guy, and he's not a welterweight. And I don't think Tio will ever be a welterweight. You feel what I'm saying? That's just me. Like, this is somebody who was a solid puncher at 135, getting knockouts, and then outside of his debut at 140, he hasn't been able to stop any of them and looks significantly smaller against guys from smaller weight classes like Shakur Stevenson. So now you're going up into 147 against Rolly Romero, who's significantly bigger than you, may not be as athletic. He may not be as athletically gifted. He may not have, like that rhythm that Teofimo Lopez has. And, he may not be as well-versed skill-wise than Teofimo Lopez, but there's some things that Rolly brings to the table that could benefit him against Teofimo Lopez. When you go back, and I said this before, when you watch that Steve Claggett fight with Teofimo Lopez, Steve Claggett lost, yes, but Teofimo Lopez literally had to throw over 1,000 punches to keep Steve Claggett up off his ass. Pause. And even then, Steve Claggett was landing some nice, clean shots on Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez has no defense off of the ropes whatsoever. Face was all broken up, eyelids all swelled up. And, Tio definitely got hit in that motherfucker, bro. Let me see if I can find a picture of Tio. Hold on. Let's look at how the way he looked after the fight. Look at this. Look at this shit, y'all. And I'm trying to tell you, this dude, Tio, got like paper skin, bro. Like, it's not hard to really get him swelled up. This is how he looked. This is how he looked against Steve Claggett, y'all. Is this the most significant damage? No, but I see a swelled up nose. I see two swelled up, eyelids. You feel what I'm saying? I see the ear. I see a little bit of. I see a cut on the top of the eye. I'm seeing some swell. I even see some swelling and some inflammation around the ears. So he definitely got touched up in this fight. You feel what I'm saying? So who's to say that Rolly Romero, who I believe is more explosive than Steve Claggett, I think he's more powerful than Steve Claggett. I think he got a better engine than Steve Claggett. When Rolly Romero is in shape, he doesn't have to worry about weight in a fight. His conditioning is actually pretty good, and Rolly does keep his power in the later rounds. So I think it all comes down to Rolly Romero's approach. I think that if Rolly sits back like he did with the Ryan Garcia fight and he tries to play chess with Tio, I think Tio is gonna. I think he's gonna torch Rolly. Gonna torch him. If he sit back and try to play counter puncher and try to go jab for jab with Tio's gonna pick him off. He's gonna style on Rolly. Rolly's gonna have to he's gonna have to tap into his old self. He's gonna have to tap into that reckless Rolly that we seen with Coach Bullet at 135 pounds. I think he needs to push Teofimo Lopez back, because one thing about Teofimo Lopez, he don't really like fight. He don't like the fight going backwards, and he's not necessarily good at going forward either. Like this dude, Tio usually gets outboxed when he's on the front foot. When he's against them mobile guys and he's on the front foot, he's usually getting outclassed, getting outboxed, getting frustrated. Tio likes motherfuckers who are going to sit directly in front of him that's not as athletic as him, and he likes to counterpunch them, pick them off, and all of that good shit. Rolly needs to make this a physical fight, man. Tap into your little judo background. Not saying to hip toss that nigga or nothing like that, but get physical. You know what I mean? Get in his chest. Let them fucking punches go, bro, and get into some 50-50 exchanges with Teofimo Lopez. Because I think that if they were both to get into an exchange with each other, I think that Tio would be in more danger than Rolly would. And does Rolly have the best chin? No. But the reason why he probably was getting cracked and getting cracked on the chin, getting knocked out against Isak Cruz and Tank Davis was probably because he probably was a drained fighter and he didn't have any punch resistance when he was draining himself to get down to the weight classes. At 47, I see it. And we only had one fight with Rolly at 147, but I see a rejuvenated Rolly. I see a fast Rolly. I see a strong Rolly. And, Ryan Garcia was on survival mode, but there was moments where I seen Ryan hit him with a hook. I seen him get hit with some shots, and he didn't go anywhere. He didn't look phased. So I want to see Rolly get into his bag, man. Fuck all the friend shit. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? That's my little brother. And ain't nobody trying to hear none of that shit. I appreciate the fact that y'all are fighting each other, though. I want to see him push Teofimo Lopez back. You know what I mean? Let your hands go, punching combinations, and make this shit physical, man. Make this motherfucker Tio fight. You know what I'm saying? And that may come with you getting hit clean, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know if Tio's punching power at 47 is gonna carry over. It didn't even carry over at 140. So if you moved up 5 pounds between 35 and 40 and your punching power changed drastically, add 7 pounds on that motherfucker, and you tell against bigger guys with better punch resistance, and you tell me whether your punching power is gonna be a factor. It may be even worse. It may be even worse. You know what I'm saying? So, look, man, I think it's a 50-50 fight. I'm rooting for Rolly Romero. I think it all comes down to Rolly Romero's approach. If he sits back and he tries to box Tio gonna style on him. He gonna pepper him. You know what I mean? He gonna drop them motherfucking bombs on Rolly, man. He gonna embarrass him. But if Rolly really gets into his bag and makes this a tough physical fight, and he lets his punches go, and he really rips Tio to the body, brings shots over the top, I don't think Tio could take much. I don't think he could take many clean shots from Rolly. I think Rolly hitting way too hard for that. So, but yeah, Tio could get a little, elusive at times and shit like that. But one thing about Tio, you know what I'm saying? If you throw one punch, he probably make you miss that. But if you punch in combinations, you could get the Tio, man. He could be elusive, but he ain't no fucking defensive wizard where he making you miss 3-4 punch combinations. He not built like that. That's what I personally believe. So I hope Rolly and Silas are whipping up a nice little game plan, because the game plan will be the determining factor and how Rolly does in this fight. It's all about their approach. Tio is sucker for his father, man. His father could fuck up a million times. He's gonna keep his father the head coach. But what I peeped was they brought in Teofimo's old coach. Now, what does that mean? I don't know because I don't know dude personally as a boxing coach. I don't know what his philosophies are. I don't know. But they added somebody new into the camp, so we'll see. And the fact that people are underestimating Rolly in this fight is crazy. But yeah, like To's a weak individual, man. Like whenever T.O. used to go through hard times when he was young, he literally used to run away from his dad, where his dad had to call the cops to find his son and shit like that. Like that's a nigga who run away from their problems. And if you peep, T.O. has done that throughout his career as well. Nigga lost to George Kambosos and never get that rematch. Moved up in weight. Nigga lost to Shakur Stevenson, got beat up, bloodied, all that shit. Nigga moved up to 147 to avoid the Shakur Stevenson fight, or at least a rematch. Like he runs from his problems. He's a mentally weak individual. You know what I'm saying? So just based off of that, Rolly has to bring that up out of him. He has to bring that up out of him. Make him not believe in himself. If you get into his head and make him not believe in himself, you can get it done. You can get it done, man. Yo, bro, what up?
Yo, what's the word, brother?
You tell me what's going on.
Ain't shit. I don't know if you said this already, but I feel like Rolly's big key to win is to keep Tio on the back foot and also keep him hesitant to let his hands go. I don't know if you said that already though.
I said he got to
See,
push him back and really get his work off on the ropes, man. I think he need to keep T.O. on the ropes because T.O. defense off of the ropes is
trash.
grade A ass.
Grade
You know
A.
what I'm saying? So
Hey,
if he can go ahead.
and we know that because when Tio put himself in the corner and invited Jermaine Ortiz to throw some shit, he got hit with all of it. So, and then he glided the fuck up out of there ASAP and never did it again. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he has to, first of all, he has to clip him early. He has to clip him and get that respect early. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because,
I think that needs to be a consistent theme though. I think he need to run down on T.O. off the rip. See,
right.
because when T.O.'s comfortable, that's where he thrives. Like when you allow him to feel comfortable in the ring, that's when he start being a showman and getting all loose and you know what I'm saying? Like start letting his hands go, being fluid, and he get into
Yep.
that little, they call that like the little flow state. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Where, he like to dance, you feel what I'm saying? So he's real big on rhythm and shit like that. So, you know what I mean? He gonna throw certain shots, have his hands down, you know what I mean? Use his reflexes to avoid a shot, come back with a counter. You gotta make him uncomfortable, man. You have to make him uncomfortable. So Rolly needs to
Absolutely.
tap into his old self, man. You got to, man. Like this is that's really the key. And sometimes game plans are simple, man. Like not everything needs to be like super detailed. Bro, you need to bring the fight to T.O. You got to push him back. You know what I'm saying? Rolly got a solid jab. You got some decent hand speed. So when there's moments where T.O.'s looking to lead, punch in between his combinations, punch in between his shots. You know what I mean? Don't ever allow him to get a moment during the fight. Do not allow him to be first. Do not allow him to initiate the offense. Do not allow him to control the pace of the fight. Push him back. When he gets up on the ropes or whatever the case is, that's when you got to really punch him on the arms, punch him on the shoulders, punch him on the hips. You got to make this a grueling physical fight and make T.O. doubt himself, man. So I really
Right.
hope I hope Rolly's in great shape, man. I really hope that he's ready to bring the fight because if he sits back and he allows T.O. to be himself and you know what I'm saying, make this a little what's that shit called? Like you make this like a little sparring session or whatever the case is, man, T.O. gonna fuck Rolly up, man.
Absolutely.
So
And
it all comes down to how the way you carry it. If you're not, pressing him, pushing him back, whatever the case is, shit just not gonna work. I'm
gonna
trying to
say
find
this:
that video of Rolly hitting that motherfucking bag though, because I ain't gonna lie, that shit really had me laughing. You see that,
if
John?
Tio starts to get comfortable in there, I think he could possibly stop Rolly. That's if he
That's what
gets
he wants to
comfortable.
avoid. That's what he wants to avoid. You can't allow him to be comfortable. You let Tio get comfortable in there, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Let me see where that shit at, man. It's actually I posted it on my story. Take a look. This motherfucker Rolly ripped a quadruple hook. That shit had me. That shit was funny, man.
That nigga makes short bus noises when he blocks, bro. It's just funny as
Yeah.
shit.
Oh shit. My fault, bro. I ain't mean that.
Damn, bro. Just shit.
I did not mean that. Shut the fuck up. I did not mean that. Let me share the screen for the people to see. Look at this dude. Oh yeah, look at that quadruple hook, y'all. Wait, how many hooks is that? Was that 4 or 5? Let me see.
Four.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5.
Oh shit.
A quintuple hook. Yeah.
Hey, he was
Yeah,
throwing
Rolly
them
ain't
shits quick
playing.
though.
He's fast, man. I'm sorry, bro. That nigga just make me laugh, bro. He one of them niggas
Yo,
that make me laugh without
if
trying.
if Rolly do some shit like that in the fight and he hits Tio with all of that shit, Tio retire on dogs. Just retire.
If Tio get knocked out, bro, he need to be like on I can't say the word on unalive watch. Yeah.
Oh, he needs to.
If he get knocked out cold, remember, did you hear what I said earlier? That his dad said that whenever Tio had like a bad day at the gym or he lost a fight, he would run away and shit like that.
Yeah, I remember niggas talking about that.
Yeah, nigga, like, bro, so you've been soft since you was a young boy. Like, you've avoided accountability since you was a young boy. Like, and then your dad used to call the cops and, you know, to look for you. Niggas would do man searches. Like, what's that shit called? Like, man searching?
Manhunt.
Niggas will be hunting for you because you scared, like, you just scared of failure. Like, you are a fucking pussy. And you've been a pussy since you was a fucking adolescent, nigga. You are a lifelong bitch, nigga. Right? Like, this is who you've been your whole life. Like, there's some young boys who grow up soft and then they grow up to be like real solid niggas. And you know what I mean? Like, you've been a bitch your whole life. You feel me? And that's probably why you don't want to fight Devin Haney, because you know that's an L. And you know what I mean? Like, T.O. would try to avoid L's at all times. Right? And bro, getting knocked out gotta be like top 3 most embarrassing things to go through in your life. Gotta be.
If Tio gets put out with one shot, he's going out the same
happen.
way.
I'm trying to tell y'all niggas, bro. Like Tio ain't never been knocked out, and he's shown to have a solid chin. But who he been in there with that punch like Rolly?
Nobody.
Comey not punching. Like, Comey had some pop, but Tio got the Comey before he did. So, but he not punching like Rolly. He ain't big like Rolly. He not explosive like Rolly neither. Rolly has hand speed. He punches very hard, and he punches hard. He has fast hands and combinations. You know, there's like some like Ryan Garcia, right? Like when he throw combinations, it ain't the fastest one. He got like a quick boom, just like a quick single shot, boom. Then you got motherfuckers like Gary Russell who could throw in combinations, and you can't even see them bitches. Right. Rolly's one of them niggas that he has, because what explosiveness is a combination of speed and power and combinations. That's hard to deal with, man. So Rolly has the tools to get the job done, but it's the approach going to maximize those tools that you have to get the job done? That's the question. So we'll see, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll see.
Yo,
Tio seems very confident. Tio is just so sure he's gonna beat Rolly. I don't know if it's from previous sparring sessions or what. Because he beat up Rolly bad in one of those sparring sessions I've seen. But to be fair, they said that shit was back in like 2017. That shit damn near a decade ago. So a lot of shit done changed since then. So, you know what I mean? With that being said, bro, Rolly gotta make some adjustments. You know what I mean? That Ryan Garcia performance will not beat Tio. I'm telling you that right now. That's not beating Tio. That's just jabbing and chilling and being economical. No. Tio's a totally different style. That's not going to get the job done.
I'm gonna say this: if Rolly puts Tio out the same way Pac went out, Tio got a up pole on his pops right then and there, in front of everybody.
Up the pole on his pops.
In front of everybody. Fuck it. Fuck it, bro.
Yo, that's
like at that point, it's over.
Juan said, somebody by the name of Juan said, can't see Tio being knocked out, dropped a couple times. Yes, he might get dropped, and from there on, roughed up by Rolly for all 12 rounds. See, the thing is, motherfuckers, and I'm not saying this you, Juan, but this is something that I've noticed. People think because somebody hasn't been knocked out before that they can't be knocked out. You feel me? Like I said, Tio, has he shown a chin thus far in his career? Yes. You know what I mean? He got hit with some clean shots against Loma. You know what I mean? Like, he done got hit with some shit before. Like, I've seen it. You know what I mean? Cambosa's hitting with some clean shit. But none of those guys that Tio has fought to date present the troubles that Rolly Romero does in terms of power, explosiveness, speed and combinations. And with that awkward ass style where you really don't know what Rolly's gonna do until he does it. There's a level of unpredictability with him as well, and unpredictability, you know, if used the right way, could generate some nasty knockouts because the shit that you don't anticipate that get you up out of there. So Tio could definitely be knocked out. You know what I mean? Has he lost a couple times? Yes. Has he been knocked out? No, but that doesn't mean that it can't happen.
Right.
There's a first time for everything. And I don't see Tio taking a flush shot from Rolly and reacting well. I don't. But what's also true is Rolly hasn't showed the best chin, so maybe there's a possibility that Tio could ice Rolly. So it's interesting. And that's why I think it's a 50-50 fight. Mm-hmm. Rolly has the tools to get the job done. Tio has the tools to get the job done. What it's going to come down to is the game plan. That's what it comes down to.
You know what's going to piss me off, though? The fact that Undisputed for Devin is going to become so much harder if Tio wins. Like, it's already hard enough. It's already hard enough since Rolly got it, but it's going to be even harder when this nigga gets it. Because if he
now Rolly funny as shit, man. Like Rolly really funny. Because now everywhere he going, he's claiming that Devin ducked him, and that shit is hilarious. Like, bro,
stop it, real shit.
You gotta stop the bullshit, bro. Because when you really read in between the lines, understand the details of the situation, it's like, bro, like niggas not out, like, bro. Niggas not doing this eat what you kill shit that y'all do over at PBC. Not everybody following that model. Y'all might be cool with that, but niggas outside of that who really accustomed to getting guarantees and making 7-8 figures a fight, bro, they not settling for no guarantees, bro.
Right.
Y'all misled Devin Haney initially. Y'all was like, oh, we give you we got a 50-50 split, 60-40, whatever the fuck the case is. And I was like, all right, that sounds like a good fucking deal. So, you know what I'm saying? That sounds like a nice little split. You know what I mean? We got a venue, all that shit. Let's get it popping. So that when they open the books and they was going over the numbers, and then y'all saying that there is no guarantee. I'm fighting. So there's no promise on what I'm supposed to be making. But if I sell a few, 1,000 pay-per-view buys, I get a 60-40 split of that, and that's it. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not doing that shit, bro. Especially for a fucking unification fight. But let's see how things change now because that was prior to PBC signing with the Zone. So let's see. Maybe it'll be easier to be made now that they're gonna be under the same network.
Yo, I know all I know is this. If if Tio somehow gets the balls to fight Devin, right?
Devin gonna school him so bad.
Devin's gonna do him way, way worse than Shakur did. Think
Man,
about it. It's a
Devin
bigger
gonna.
weight class.
I
It's
just
a
like I don't know if he gonna. I don't know if he gonna whoop Rolly, right? I don't know if he gonna whoop Tio, but bro, he's going to embarrass Tio, bro. Like stylistically, I see why Tio don't want to fight him. I already see what it is. But
bro.
that's gonna be like that might fuck around and be a 12-0. That might
Shakur whooped on Tio. You don't think
yeah.
Devin's gonna whoop on Tio? Devin's gonna
No,
whoop his
but
ass.
I mean it's possible. But what I'm saying is I think like when I visualize the fight, like when I look at it, I see this being like embarrassing. And I think that's what Tio's scared of. Tio's scared of being embarrassed.
And then here's my difference between Shakur's fight and if Tio and Devin was to fight. If Tio and Devin was to fight, I see Tio going down. Not out, but down. Maybe twice. It's gonna get super bad.
Devin got some little sharp counters and shit like that. And Tio like to lunge into shots and be off balance and shit. So if he could time Tio coming in with some goofy shit, definitely could sit him on his ass. Definitely could sit him on the ass.
If he shoots that check left hook while Tio's lunging in, oh my god, I think Tio's gonna get clipped and go
Tio
sleep.
gonna fall right on his tummy.
He's gonna go to sleep. He's gonna go to sleep bad.
Yo, that'd be funny as shit.
Devin will shock the world with that one.
Yasir Ali got that funny ass profile pic, bro. Is that Keyshawn Davis? Yasir is a troll. That's hilarious.
What, Keyshawn Davis looking at the camera like that, all sad and scared.
Bro, that's when he was at the Clarissa fight, man. He was at the Clarissa fight and he was being on his best behavior out there. You know, Keyshawn got some nerve, boy. He really good.
Word on the street, Keyshawn took a femboy home.
Oh, shit. Fucking with them femboys? That nigga different.
Word on the street.
Keyshawn looks shell-shocked. Yeah, like Keyshawn gotta be embarrassed, bro. And I'm sure niggas out in Atlanta said some shit to him that probably pissed him off. Like, hey man, why you ducked up, man? They probably mad as shit.
Yo, is it me or is Devin getting less hate? I feel like everybody's just seeing the bullshit with everybody else that like Devin's hate.
No, Devin is still hated, but the thing is, in these situations, they can't really find the angle to hate on him for. You feel me? So in this situation, they standing down because like, bro, I literally have no angle to attack Dev from. But I still see some shit. They like, oh, you know, like Dev could same shit they tried to do with Boots back when he was offering fights to Brian Nerman. Though, man, why don't they just pay more money, man? Why, man, why Dev don't take a pay cut? I heard Devin was taking a pay cut. That's what I heard. I heard he was taking a pay cut. Bill said he was gonna try to throw Keyshawn the extra M.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard.
Said that on
I don't know if that's the truth or what, but that's what Bill said. And all Keyshawn said was, "Oh, nigga, get the fuck out my DM or get the fuck from my DM or some shit like that."
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Is what it is. He said that on Is What It Is.
So you could have possibly got 4 M's. You know what I'm saying? You was running around saying, I know, I'm talking to the people behind the scenes. I know what's going to happen in purse bid. I know what's going to. Did you know that you was going to get less than what the fuck Top Rank was guaranteeing you, you dumbass nigga? Oh, man. Super bad, John. So now he out here at this Clarissa Shields fight. He really don't want to talk to nobody and shit like that. But that dick eater Jagar Tug. You already know he gonna end up getting that interview. Man, you know my guy Keyshawn. Man, Keyshawn ain't scared of nobody. Come on, Bill. Come on, Bill. Keyshawn really like that, Bill. Come on, Bill. This Jagar talk, man. This Jagar talk.
If
All
he
we do
does,
is dick eat over here. That's what we do.
if he goes on a Keyshawn, if he interviews Keyshawn, and that's exactly what he says, the next time I see him,
I
I'm
know you
punching
ain't
him right in his
scared. I
face.
know you ain't scared of Debo, nigga. I know you ain't scared of Debo. Come on, Keyshawn. You know we ain't scared of Debo. Yeah, I mean, he be dick eating like that. He's a world class dick eater. But Trick said, Mazuma, this is a bit off topic, but did you see that interview that James Toney did? He was saying Shakur wasn't last in his era and that Shakur isn't high on the pound for pound list. I mean, that's James Toney's opinion, man. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever those conversations get brought up, I don't even know why these media guys be asking them that, because I highly doubt James Toney brought that up on his own. They probably asked, man, how was Shakur doing your era? How would these guys doing your era? The reality is James Toney's never gonna admit, even whether it's true or not, that the new era is better than his era. James Toney is the ultimate competitor. So if you tell that motherfucker James Toney to fight somebody right now who's a top guy in the sport of boxing, in his heart, he believes that he'll beat them right now. Fuck that. Fuck being in his prime. James Toney, if you tell that nigga, yo, if you was to fight, Terrence Crawford right now, what would happen? Man, lights out, baby. Lights out, baby. You already know what the fuck he gonna say. Like James Toney ain't gonna choose anybody over him. Nigga is way too deep of a competitor for that. He too much of a dog for that. So of course, he not really gonna give a lot of dudes they credit, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's just his opinion. I don't really know what to make of it. And to be honest, I really don't care. That's just how he feel. You feel me? But to say that Shakur isn't high on the pound for pound list, I think that's a little silly to be, in today's pound for pound list. I wouldn't put Shakur at number 3, but you could probably put him in the top 5, top 6, top 5 maybe.
He's at
And that's
number
pretty
3.
high. I think Ring Magazine has him at number 3. I think that's a bit excessive. But
Yo, Ring Mag, go fuck yourselves. I spit on you.
Shakur definitely got the accolades to justify being a pound for pound fighter, but the resume ain't really all the way there yet. But pound for pound list, they subjective, man. My criteria probably different from the Ring Magazine's criteria. So
Shakur above Deb is fucking retarded. I mean, Shakur, yeah, Shakur in front of Dev is crazy as fuck.
Trick said James shows a lot of respect to Benavidez, put him number 1 pound for pound. I disagree with that as well. I don't think David's number 1 pound for pound. Now, if David was to go ahead and step on Bivol, and go step on Opatai, it's like, all right, nigga, like you tripping, like you tweaking. So I would definitely move him up on the pound for pound list. But number 1 right now, I don't agree with that.
That's not you anyway.
Like I said, that's James Toney's opinion, and maybe he identifies with Benavidez in terms of being a super competitor and fighting all the best guys, and then he Benavidez got a mean streak, man. Motherfucker is vicious. He go in there and try to really hurt you, and James Toney was the same way. So he probably see Benavidez style. He like, man, I like that about him. He a dog. He fight anybody. That's how I was. And I'm willing to fight anybody. Like these are things that James Toney sees in Benavidez that he probably identifies with. That's probably why he gravitates towards him. On the other hand, you got somebody with Shakur who's a little bit more well thought out. More calculated, more cautious. And he like, oh man, fuck this nigga. Like he not a dog like me. I can't fuck with him. So that's probably where James Toney coming from, to be honest with you. He don't see himself as Shakur, but he sees characteristics of himself in Benavidez. So he probably like, yeah, I rock with Benavidez because he remind me of me. Not stylistically, but the mentality. And James Toney jumped up many weight classes. Yes, he did. I think from 160 to heavyweight.
Who was at 140 and at 135 in that era? Around that time. Just jog my memory real quick.
Floyd.
Yeah, Pretty Boy Floyd's ice and Shakur. stopping him.
Yeah, man. Shakur not beating Floyd.
He's getting stopped by
Bro, did you see that tweet that Shakur said that Shakur tweeted? I'm like, bro, these niggas just, bro, like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, these little niggas, bro, they're weird, bro. Like, they're fucking weird. Shakur gonna put out a tweet like, yeah, Floyd said, I'm baby money. You know, this nigga said, bro, hold on, bro. Hold on. This nigga Floyd said that you my son now. Cause see, that just go to show Shakur, all Shakur really want is a dad for real. And since he can't get a dad, this nigga just having a whole bunch of brothers. You feel me? Like, it's something. But this nigga said, what the fuck did, hold on, let me pull that tweet up, bro.
Floyd said I'm baby money. Shakur, go fuck yourself.
Floyd said, bro, look at this, bro. Look at this shit. Hold on. You ain't see this, bro?
Nah.
Oh man. All right. Look at this tweet, y'all. Floyd say, I'm his son. My new name, Baby Money. Floyd say, I'm his son. My new name, Baby Money. Bro, I don't know what's up with these niggas slime. I can't call it, bro. Like, these niggas just be, they just too like, listen, would you like everybody love Floyd. You feel me? He a legend, all-time great, definitely the greatest of these last few eras. You know what I mean? It's going to take a long time before we come across somebody who is like Floyd. I think he's a once-in-a-lifetime type of fighter. However, I don't give a fuck what Floyd did. That nigga ain't calling me his son. Because for one, I got a fucking father. Then on top of that, I don't even let niggas like on some like the real me, like all jokes aside, I don't let niggas little bro me. I don't even play like that. Like I don't even let niggas call me that. Let alone call him a nigga that ain't raised me my dad. Like that's crazy. You my son. And this nigga Shakur like, yes, daddy. Oh, I'm baby money. Yes, daddy. What's up with these niggas, bro? Why y'all just want why y'all so Joe? Like in Philly, you can't be like that, bro. Like in Philly, you can't be like that. Like niggas will literally press you for being super friendly like this. Like just
the next tweet gonna be like, hey man, Roy said I'm his grandson. My new name is Baby Roy. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut up, nigga. The fuck, man. Who's next? Fucking Ann Wolf's your mom, bitch. The fuck up. Like, the fuck out of here, nigga. This nigga's tweaking, bro. The fuck's wrong with this nigga?
This nigga said, hey, whoop your mom? Yo, that's crazy, bro. Like, I just don't get it, bro. Like, one thing I learned, though, like, growing up, bro, you got to avoid niggas that's everybody friend. Like them niggas, bro, they the most piece of shit people. Like, those are niggas you really cannot trust. If they cool with everybody, something wrong. That's just me. Like, because I think chemistry is a real thing. Some motherfuckers you gonna get along with. You know what I mean? There's gonna be some motherfuckers you don't get along with. This motherfucker Shakur really make it his business to
Dicky.
Develop a friendship with everybody, whether they in his weight class, not in his weight class. I just can't get with it, bro. I really can't. This nigga Yasir said Shakur a fucking blade. Well, it's just like I don't know, man.
Shakur,
like, what'd you say, Slime?
So Shakur's a punk.
That nigga a fish.
Yeah.
Nigga said Shakur a fish. That's funny as shit. But
Shakur's a
this the thing though. But check this out, bro. Like I thought that this was dick eating at his max right here. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't do the dick eating. Like I don't be joing niggas or nothing like that. Like I give a nigga his props if they doing their thing. I salute niggas. But I ain't about to be like, yo, man, that nigga Floyd said he my daddy. And I'm cool with that because I ain't never have a daddy. So, you know what I mean? If Floyd calling me his daddy and he called me baby money, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm his junior. Like, that's cool. So, you Floyd Jr. Why you let a nigga who already a junior say you his son?
nigga said you're a junior. That's funny as shit.
How you let a nigga, he said you guys are bona fide haters. What the fuck we hating on?
Who fucks with that?
Teach. What are we hating on? We calling out a nigga for being a dick eater. So when we call niggas out for what the fuck they is, we haters. See, this is why these little niggas be so emotional. And that's why they refuse to deal with people who gonna keep it real with them. Cause you got dumbass niggas like Teach who don't teach nobody shit. Fucking motherfucker don't educate nobody on anything. This nigga be coming here for information. This nigga ain't teach. The motherfucker ain't never teach shit in his life.
Yo,
anyways,
Teach, yo, I'm gonna let you slide today.
This nigga named Teach ain't never did, but ain't. I mean, all he do is come
Ain't
over here and
talk
just
shit.
talk. Motherfucker don't teach a motherfucking thing. What he gonna teach us what to do? Enable dick eating. But anyways, this tweet right here is gonna go down into the dick eating Hall of Fame. We need to go ahead and make a page. Yo, Slime, I need you to make a dick eating Hall of Fame Twitter page.
Say that.
And on that Twitter page, we're gonna make a nice little logo and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna screenshot these brotherhood niggas and they dick eating ways. And we're just gonna post the screenshots. We ain't gonna put no captions, none of that shit. We might put like a hashtag disgusting work or whatever the case is, but top tier dicky. And this shit right here, I thought that this was elite right here, right? But there's obviously levels to this dicky and shit because I look further up on Shakur's fucking Twitter and look at this dick eater, the Grandmaster dick eater. He says, Floyd, yo, this nigga was so happy to be there. He was so happy to be there. He recollected Shakur's own experience and said, Floyd was like, baby money, come here. Let me tell you something. You ain't never had a nickname. Now it's baby money. LOL. God damn. I ain't know dick could reach that deep in a nigga fucking chest. God damn. This nigga got the whole scrotum, bro. This nigga chewing on the scrotum at this point. This shit is insane.
This nigga's using teeth on the balls right now.
Damn. That nigga spitting the pubes out as we speak. This nigga tweaking. How you that much of a dick eater? Like you can tell Nazi was just so happy to be there. Floyd was like, yo, Shakur. This nigga telling Shakur his own situation. Imagine being that much of a dick eater. Yo, bro, did you like Core, we gotta keep it real. You know what I mean? This is your guard talk. Yo, check this out, Cole. Check this out. So Floyd was like, baby money, come here. Let me tell you something, man. This is your guard talk. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, man. You ain't never had a nickname. Now it's baby money. Whole time Shakur like, nigga, I know I was there. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Niggas like, yeah, I know. Like, thank you for the reminder. Like, why the fuck did you need to tweet that? Like the fuck, you telling Corey some shit he already know. Nigga just laughing at you. He ain't even write us all that dick in. That nigga ain't put a single letter in his tweet, nigga. Just laughing at your stupid ass. Bro, there's levels to the dick eatery.
This
Shit
nigga,
is crazy.
Yo.
Huh?
Yo. This nigga Najee like this right now. He's wilding.
Yo.
He's
That
tweaking the fuck.
nigga's starving. Where's that Denzel Malcolm X meme? That brother starving. This nigga, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Then that picture, bro. What killed me was the picture. What killed me was the picture. Where the picture at, bro? Oh my god, I gotta find that picture, bro. No, don't show him. Nah, where is it at? Damn, I gotta find that picture. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna go on Instagram real quick. Yo, this shit was like, I ain't never seen niggas try to fit in so bad. That's all I'm gonna say. Hold on.
Yo, Najee got that Uncle Iroh hairline, dog, from Avatar, nigga. That shit's insane.
Well, be crazy though. What's crazy though is he really think like these niggas fuck with him. Like he like, bro, you not a lifer, bro. Like you not. Them niggas don't relate to you. They don't fuck with you like that. They only fuck with each other because they identify with each other. They've been through similar situations. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll never view you as an equal. Nigga, you just a nigga who asks questions. You feel me? Like niggas don't be understanding that shit though. Where the fuck is that John at? Oh, I gotta find it, bro. Hold on. Let me find this shit. Nigga was so happy to be there. That shit was disgusting. Look at this nigga. Look. Look at this. Look how happy he was. Like he just wanted to be a part of the moment so bad. Look. Look at him. Ain't nobody talking to this nigga. They all look. It's a circle out here. It's a circle right here where they all conversing amongst each other. Shakur laughing, Bud laughing. I think that's Shane Mosley, Floyd. You know what I'm saying? You even got Hitchens right here. I'm surprised Hitchens is in the circle. This nigga got his chin on Bud's scalp. That nigga got his chin resting on Bud braids.
Yo,
trying to hear what Floyd's saying. What you say, TBE? What you say? Come on, man. This your car talk, man. You know what I'm saying? They made me take the head off. It's cool though.
Yo, I bet you that nigga know exactly what kind of conditioner Bud use. That nigga smelling the fuck out his hair.
Nigga said, that's head and shoulders, Bud.
He's like, Pantene.
Hold on, Bud. You use head and shoulders. That's leave-in conditioner, ain't it, Bud?
Bud, why do you use VO5? Nigga, Bud.
Hold on, Bud. Hold up. Don't tell me you be washing with Irish Spring, nigga. You using that hotel soap, nigga. Bud, like, nah, you get the fuck off my back, man. Like, fuck, nigga, we ain't talking to you.
Bud, why the tag your shirt still?
Bro, them niggas acting like he not here, but he not getting it. Like, look, this how bad he want. You was supposed to be commentating, nigga. What is you doing?
Yo, that nigga is
Look. Nobody talking to him. Look, Shakur, look. Bud don't even want to look at this nigga. He worried about Shakur. Shakur tapping Najee on the chest. Like, oh man, you asked a good question, man. He just called me.
The only reason he tapped Najee on the chest is because Bud rolled it off the shoulder. He was trying to tap Bud, but Bud got into that instinct. He just dodged that shit.
He was tapping his chest. You know how you pat a baby back to make sure they burp and shit?
Yo,
He was tapping Najee on the chest to get that extra nut out his mouth. Yo, and this is why I'll never make it to the mainstream, yo. God damn. We burning bridges. Yeah. Anyways.
Gotta clip that one.
That's a bad one. That's a bad joke from Mazuna TV. Anyways.
Burp babies, that's how he was trying to burp his chest. He was trying to burp Najee's chest to get all that extra nut out his mouth. What?
That was a bad one. Anyways, let's continue. He leaned in too, like, oh, this nigga, bro, he different.
He wants to know he's laughing with him.
Yeah, he wants you to know that. Oh, he probably didn't even hear what Floyd said. Oh man, this shit crazy.
Najee a bitch. Najee a bitch. He laughing and shit.
Who this tall nigga? Like y'all niggas like y'all different. Z said, "Bud, ain't that horse shampoo?" What? Yo. J Cash said, "I know Najee take long as fuck to wash his face."
Yeah, because once he starts washing his face,
it's a half-hour job though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, because once he starts washing his face, then he got to get the top of his head. But then when he gets the top of his head, he got to reach the back of his neck. And then once he reaches the back of his neck, he's got to get the whole back. So he might as well just hop in the shower twice.
Yo, that's funny as shit. Yo, that's funny. Nah, Tricks, he can't be one of them. Last night was a movie. Oh, yo, that's top tier Dickie. And I ain't gonna lie. Yo, niggas can say that? Oh yeah. Them niggas was they was munching for sure, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They do that. If they tap into that, yo, bro, last night was a movie, man. I was there when he called Shakur baby money. Yo, I was there, man. I'm like, bro, this shit right here is different. This shit right here.
Shakur's next fight, if they announce him as Shakur Baby Money Stevenson, I swear
bro,
to God,
I might jump. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I'm boycotting boxing.
I might jump. I ain't gonna lie. Dead ass, bro.
That's gonna make me root for Tank if they fight.
Oh no. That's how you know we in a bad situation, bro. If I gotta
really do hope,
Tank,
I really do
you
hope
can't get that pipe out your mouth. That's different. Yeah, bro. This brotherhood shit is out of control, bro. Now the media niggas is starting to be brothers, bro.
Yo, could you imagine Najee in the Avengers? Like him being an actor.
Hold on. They said Najee got that movie tweet in his draft. It's crazy. But look what somebody just wrote. It just popped up on my timeline. Some nigga by the name of Monroe said, "I can't believe this is a real conversation between two 30-year-olds. Najee got to be closer to 40. Grown-ass men, dog." Some nigga said, "Najee being a bitch is always a shock to boxing Twitter. And I've been telling y'all he a bitch for 2 years." He wrote, "Bitch-ass nigga was praising a smile for the motherfucker that said he want to kill all N-words and let Berlanga call him an N-word to his face. Boy been a bitch." I try to bro, but I've been saying that. That's when I started shooting at Najee. That's when I started criticizing him with that whole everything was cool. I always knew he was a casual though. I always knew he was a vulture. You feel what I'm saying? Like you found a loophole. You found a way into boxing. You not no lifer. You ain't spend no time in boxing. You ain't do none of that. Like you barely done any research. You know what I mean? You got casual boxing takes. You say a lot of the same takes that, like if you peep, like a lot of the shit he say literally be like the general consensus 9 times out of 10 And a lot of his hot takes really be baseless, like pretty much trying to insinuate Usyk was overrated and all this, you know what I'm saying? Like just trash ass takes. So I knew from then he was a casual, but I'm like, all right, man, like he a media nigga. Like, I mean, it is what it is. He come from the music industry. It is what it is. But once I saw Tank disrespect him, he was still begging for an interview. I said, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of weird, but you know, it is what it is. But when he pressed Tio, I'm like, oh, okay. I could rock with that. I could rock with that. He holding niggas accountable. You know what I mean? He got some heart. But then he interviewed Ryan, the most racist one out of all of them. Like T.O. be saying little shit that's racist, but he ain't really jump out the window. This nigga Ryan jumped out the window, hit the motherfucking ground, walked up them steps again, and then jumped out again. Like that, like Ryan really took it there. That nigga jumped out the window a few times. He
got back in the car, did it again.
Yup, he definitely did, bro. And that's the nigga you interview? Singing songs with him and laughing like y'all niggas at a campfire or some shit. Like y'all niggas different. Yeah, and then from there, that's when he reported my page and all that bullshit. Got the video taken down for like hate speech and all that bullshit. You feel me? But it's crazy that everybody's starting to see what I've been saying for years now. Not years, but around that time, like around a year. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Fuck Najee.
People talking about. This nigga Z said I had Najee soaking his thong. That's crazy. Because I said he was a casual on Twitter. He is a casual. He is a casual though. And if he ever wants to put it to the test whether he a casual or not, tell that nigga to come to Mazuma TV and let's have a debate. But what fucked me up about him too was he let Tank disrespect him, right? He never shot nothing back, right? This nigga did an interview with a well-known racist. Then when Devin Haney tell him about himself, he want to start studying up on Devin Haney. He want to start talking crazy back to Devin Haney. He even brought up that Ryan Garcia fight must have got to your head. Like, what, nigga?
That nigga's corny.
Got some fucking nerve, bro. You talking crazy to Dev, but you big up the drug cheat? Y'all niggas different. Y'all niggas different, bro.
Man, fuck Najee, man. That nigga's goofy. I called him a lame to his face.
That's crazy. But anyways, let me see what the chat talking about, because I think we done spoke on everything we needed to speak on. Bro he once said, whoever win the fight is gonna come down to who wants it more. Duh, nigga.
Shit.
Yeah. It's like, all right, thanks. Trying to tell you, bro, like he remind me of like Stephen A. Smith. You know, like Stephen A. Smith, and I don't know if it's because they both from New York or what. They be talking all loud, being all boisterous and shit. But whenever they don't know too much on the topic, they give you a whole bunch of like what's that shit called? When they damn, I was just saying that word the other day. Like when niggas be doing all this extra shit, be real animated. You know what I mean? They say a lot of casual terms and they try to sell it like they know shit whole time. They don't know shit. This nigga said Najee a nasty ass trash panda. That's funny. Don't be surprised if this video gets taken down too. I ain't gonna lie. Tricks is messy, man. I'm trying to tell you. Trick said, Mazuma, did you see Shakur other tweet saying he enjoyed Champ last night, aka Floyd?
Wow.
I did see that, but I didn't view it the way you did. But that's actually fucking hilarious. Good question. He said, what's your definition of a casual fan? Well, a casual fan is somebody who, is new to the sport of boxing. I'm gonna say that. Definitely new to the, inexperienced in the sport of boxing and really doesn't understand the ins and outs like a hardcore boxer fan would. Doesn't have as much time in the sport as a hardcore boxing fan and, isn't really well versed on the sport just yet. And I'm not one of those people that feel like, if you're a casual boxer fan, you'll always be a casual boxer fan. That's not always the case. Over time, you can develop into a hardcore boxer fan as long as you're, staying within, like as long as you're staying up to date with the boxing, with the boxing space, the boxing world, as long as you're doing research, doing research on your history, looking into previous fighters and stuff like that. I think those are the things like in totality that could convert you over to like a hardcore boxing fan. But like I said, when you are in the sport for as many years as I've been in the sport, as long as I've been studying the sport, you can hear certain takes and be like, yeah, you could tell they don't really know too much about this subject. They don't know too much about this fighter. They don't really understand Styles making fights. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell when they're casual boxer fans because they'll pretty much ride with either like the general consensus or they'll adopt a lot of like cliche phrases like what is it? What's like a cliche thing that boxer fans say all the time? They'll say some shit like what he said, like what Rouse said.
Damn, I
Yeah,
don't
it's gonna
know.
come down to who wants it more. Uh, did you see his face after the fight? Huh? You ever heard a nigga say that? They be like, "Oh, I thought he lost." And I'm like, "How did you think he lost? Did you see his face after the fight?" It's like,
Yep, yep.
yeah, like niggas say shit like that. Like Najee, he come across as a nigga who would say some shit like that. Like I seen Diego Corrales with what damn near 2-shot eyes walk out with a knockout. Walk out with a knockout win against Jose Luis Castillo. You feel what I'm saying? And or they'll say some shit like, "Oh, this shit, this fight remind this a good one. This a good one, bro." They'll say some shit like, "Oh, this fight gonna be like Hagler Hearns." Oh my god, bro! I hear that shit all the time, bro. This shit, man, this shit gonna be like Hagler. Whenever they see like an exciting fight where shit could really be a war, this shit gonna be like Hagler Hearns, man. It's like, no, nigga, no, it's not, nigga. No, it's not. What are you talking about? And then you got motherfuckers that be in this boxing space that be lying about their boxing experience. Like, oh, I had this many fights. I had this whole time they never fought. Whole time they never fought. And what's crazy is, bro, because that's why I always make it clear, like, I don't got much boxing experience. I've been in the game, obviously, but by the time I started really getting my feet, getting my, experience in the ring, I got sick. I tell niggas all the time, and I always say, bro, I wasn't able to get nowhere near where this person got to. I didn't do much of the sport. I say that all the time. You feel what I'm saying? But they be people that be out here just lying about what they contributed to the sport, how long they've been in the sport. A
The
lot of them
main
niggas don't got
is
caught up.
saying, "Oh, I'm a Golden Gloves."
Oh yeah. And they'll say, I'll be like, oh, well, wait. They'll be like, oh, like 180. 180 ain't a weight class, dumbass. Not in the amateur. Shut the fuck down. Don't be knowing what they talk. Well, nowadays these niggas just be coming up with random weight classes for tournaments now and shit. But you know what I mean? Before it used to be like 165, 178. You know what I mean? Shit like that. 125, 132, 141, 152. But like these, bro, they all, I'm Golden Gloves. Golden Gloves isn't like a thing, dickhead. Like that's not like an accomplishment. That's a tournament. That's like saying, like as a basketball player, like Jay Cash used to play ball. If that nigga was running around saying, "Oh, I'm March Madness," it's like
I'm March.
I'm March Madness.
Yo,
Nigga, no,
fucking.
you're not. No, you're not. Like that's not even a thing. So when niggas say, "Oh, I'm Golden Gloves," it's like that. No, that's not how that works, bro. Like, no. You could say I won the Golden Gloves. Okay, cool. That would make more sense. But to say you are Golden Gloves as if that's like a thing to be, like that's a status, no, that doesn't even make sense. 50 Cent saying he was a Golden Glove winner. He probably did. But what they don't tell you, Junior Frank, is that like there's certain that like you got that Golden Gloves has like all levels. So like Golden Gloves, you could win the Golden Gloves being a sub novice, and sub novice is like 3 fights or less. So like, or you could just have a bracket where it's just you and like two other people. You fight 1 or 2 times, and then you're the Golden Glove champion. So some people got easier routes than others. You know what I mean? And then it's like, all right, bro, like, all right, you won the Golden Gloves, but it was when you were a sub novice or you was a novice. You weren't an open class fighter. You weren't really fighting like the best competition. So there's context. You know, some people would just be like, "Oh, I won the Golden Gloves in 2024." It's like, okay, you know what I mean? Was
Yo,
you
I'm gonna get
novice?
up out of here, brother. I'm gonna go to
Shit
bed. Good
like
night,
that.
my brother.
All right, bro. Good night, bro. Uh, so yeah, you gotta be careful with what these dudes talking about, man. You know what I mean? But 50 Cent probably did win the Golden Gloves. A lot of them New York niggas back in the days was boxing. They said Dame Dash was an amateur boxer, shit like that. You know what I mean? 50 Cent, he probably was boxing. I wouldn't doubt it. That's probably why 50 really took a liking to Floyd and wanted to help out with promoting with Mayweather Promotions and all that shit. He even had his own promotional company for, I think it was like SMS or some shit like that. He had Gamboa and a few other people. Do I know about the show Fightland? No, I don't. I don't really watch TV, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't watch movies all like that. I don't watch TV. You know what I mean? It's a boxing show. 50 Cent is a part of it. Oh, okay. Okay, okay. It's good to know. My thing is, bro, like I've been like I'm so like deep in the boxing, bro. It's like I can't even watch a boxing movie because there's gonna be certain shit that stick out. It's like, bro, that's not even a real thing in boxing, and then it's just gonna make me not want to watch it. You feel me? Talks about the corruption of boxing. Yeah, bro, like boxing movie, like the Rocky movies, bro. The only thing that fascinates me about Rocky is the movie is literally in my neighborhood. You feel me? So like watching it is dope. 'Cause I'm like, oh, okay, that's how my neighborhood looked at that time. You feel me? So that's the shit that fascinates me. I'm like, oh shit, you can see the Market Frankfurt line, and you know what I mean, you can see like you can really see the hood. Like, oh bro, like I be down there all the time. So it'd be dope to see that. That's what keep me entertained with the Rocky movies. But a lot of the shit that they be doing, bro, it be bullshit. Like, come on, man. Oh, Sway says, Mark, did you see the card for Weaves versus Naiba? No, I haven't. Let me take a look. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. What I've really been waiting for is like an announcement with Devin Haney, bro. Like who he gonna fight, man? Okay, okay. I'm seeing that's a good fight. Vito Melnicki versus Ammo. That's a good fight. I like that fight. Zach Quinn fighting a journeyman. Okay. Jordan Simpson. Not really too familiar with him, but Kashad Elliott versus John Pierre Valencia. I've heard of him. John Pierre Valencia. He was like a pretty good amateur. He was a pretty good amateur. From what I remember, he about to fight at 8-0. That's tough. And I think Kashad Elliott. Yeah, I remember him. I remember this is a solid card. I ain't gonna lie. Alan Chavez. I've been looking forward to seeing him fight again because I remember what the fuck he did to Madueno. So it's dope to see him come back. They about to fight for the. He defended his WBO Latino belt. That's what's up. Looking forward to seeing Alan Chavez. There's a lot of hype around him. I mean, the Argentinian brother. That's dope. But bro, how did I not hear about Vito Milnicki versus Mo Williams? That's crazy. Is Vito Milnicki with Top Rank? I think he's with Top Rank, right? He's with Samson. Wait, what? Who is he with? Who is Vito with now? Nah, I think they were saying he was with Zuffa, but so in December of 2025, they said that he was with Samson Lukowicz. Okay, he signed with Matchroom in June. Okay, so he signed with Matchroom. So this is what it tells me. Eddie Hearn cash he's kicking ammo to the curb. That's what he's doing. He's cashing out. He's getting whatever he could get up out of ammo before he get him up out of the game, before he get him out of the promotional company. Uh, he did his best to build ammo up, but obviously he's just not a top fighter. You feel what I'm saying? He was able to beat guys like Steve Rose and shit like that. But once he ran into, and I think he even beat Ammo beat Booker. I think the same boy Fundora beat up on. But once he got in there with Hamza Shiraz, got exposed. Then they threw him in there with Carlos Adames. He got exposed. You feel what I'm saying? So I think they's like, all right, man. Like obviously he's not a world level fighter. We're building up Vito Milnicki. The motherfucker sell a whole lot of tickets. So let's go ahead and give ammo give him up to Vito. Vito gonna beat up on him real quick. I mean, even though I don't really trust Vito Milnicki all like that, but I think he should beat Ammo Williams as well. I think he's sharper. You gotta be careful for Ammo though, because he could pop a little bit, and we seen Vito get lit up, to James Martin. You know what I mean? Shout out Philly. You know what I mean? Vito got beat up by a fucking gatekeeper in Philly, which is fucking hilarious. But what niggas ain't know is James Martin used to train with Boots and them. James Martin was really whooping niggas. he used to really be whooping niggas. He got a lot of bullshit. He done got robbed a couple times and shit like that. But I don't know what happened with James Martin. He had a whole lot of potential. But yeah. Beat him up, nigga ain't never get that lick back neither. He was supposed to rematch James Martin. James Martin missed weight, so they went and gave him to Joey Spencer, big ass. And Vito Milnicki fought somebody else. Mm. Damn, James Martin fought everybody though. Well, not everybody, but Xander Zayas, Vito Milnicki, Joey Spencer. That's crazy. But anyways, who do I got between Ruiz and I don't even know, man. Like I gotta see what Ruiz got going on, man. Like Ruiz, he's been so inactive and inconsistent. The bull is tall. He like the box from the outside. So, you know what I mean? Andy gonna have to do a whole lot of moving the head and putting pressure, pushing him back. He's gonna have to punch in combinations. I don't know, man. The dude might give him a tough fight because he gonna be looking to box Andy the whole night. Boxing choreography is a turnoff in boxing movies. That's a fact. But you know what boxing movie I did enjoy, and I probably watch again if I had the opportunity. When Will Smith played Muhammad Ali, I really enjoyed that fight. I mean that movie. Because for one, Will Smith looked a lot like, in my opinion, a young version of Muhammad Ali at the time. He played him. He played him very well. You know what I mean? And Will Smith didn't look bad in the boxing choreography to me. You know what I mean? So it was dope. I actually like that movie. That's probably my favorite boxing movie. Even though the movie overall was bigger than boxing, I enjoyed that movie. Yeah, I enjoy Ali by Will Smith. Damn, Ruiz ain't fight since Crawford Madrimov. You know that shit bad when Crawford was more active than you. That nigga retired. Was Clarissa's movie good? I did not watch it. I couldn't tell you. Whatever happened to Henry Garcia? He's not in the media anymore. If you're referring to Ryan Garcia's dad, I don't know. I don't know what's up with him. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe he training his son, maybe he not. But I'm sure once the Conor Bennett Ryan Garcia fight comes up, he'll find his way around. Y'all got any last questions before we get up out of here, man? We're gonna get y'all 2 hours of some change. You know what I mean? Yo, Junior Frank, you got IG, brother? Let me know. Rolly by decision. Ooh, what is y'all predictions? We got 30 people in the building. Yeah, I mean, you will not be judged for your prediction, man. Your prediction is your prediction. Who you got winning between Teofimo Lopez and Rolly Romero, man? Leave y'all predictions below. Let me know. Junior Frank, follow me on IG, man, at mark.mazuma, brother. The John that you see on the banner, that first username, man, hit me up, bro. Rolly by KO, I hope. Ooh, y'all rooting for Rolly? Anybody got TO? Nobody got TO? Sean Terrence said, Rolly by KO, I hope. Ooh, wee. Rolly by TKO round 8. Damn. That's not a bad pick. But I mean, according to FanDuel, plus 650. Plus 650. God damn. That's crazy odds. Shit. That's not bad though. I might take that chance. I might put a little 50-piece nugget on on knockout. Or at least for Teo to get dropped. I might pick that. I might bet on Teo to get dropped. They might drop each other. But all right, y'all, I'm going to get up out of here, man. Shout out to the nation and the mob. I'll be back at y'all with another live tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to continue cooking up on what's going on in the boxing world. Until then, hope you guys have a blessed, beautiful one. I'm up out of here, man. Peace.